This is WizardShack. It's a podcast of sorts. So they say.
Yeah, or yeah, official intro there by Christopher Walken. Yeah, really weird day in New Jersey here.
It's good we got something consistent.
Yeah. Got some kind
It's
of.
not getting flagged.
Yeah, that won't get flagged because it's
I
fake.
don't understand why they're flagging like library free type music stuff. That doesn't make any sense. But
you know, the shitty part is it's like if you link in, like where it's coming from, they'll unflag it, but it's just a pain in the ass. I don't feel like linking that in every time, even though it is royalty free.
I did like listen back to some old episodes. It is a good
Our old track is good.
Lo-fi hip hop study music type of beat.
I found a good one that was free, because I looked for a little bit, and then I found a good one. But yeah, we had an earthquake here in New Jersey.
And New York and Philadelphia, it hit all of it.
Yeah, but I was right at the epicenter. That's I kept seeing like the town that I work in, like all over all the articles.
Yeah, I showed you that link of where, you said the origin of it was, and then they had like a circle around it.
Yeah, I mean it was fucking crazy. Like it rattled. Like I mean, I can't explain it, but it was like the whole building. Like it looked like a movie where like a camera, like a shaky cam, like. That's what my building looked like shaky cam. Then we I'm still surprised it didn't fall in, but I guess it's not like that bad.
My desk and stuff is right near the lunch break room, which is all glass in the front of the building, and a lot of times when it's really windy, that shit will gyrate a little bit and stuff. So everyone thought it was just that, but then it kept going and got worse. And then I was like, okay, this is something different.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny how you I texted you as soon as I got out of the building, which would have been 15 seconds after it happened, and it's funny how it happens in all the same spot.
I got it probably after you did.
Not much, only by maybe 30 seconds. It's crazy at how I was at the epicenter, and then 30 seconds later, which is I don't know, hundreds of miles away where you were at. Or well, not maybe 100 miles, something like that, and it hits you still really quick.
You know what's really strange though is all the Twitter stuff and all the memes were all about it happening in New York and not anywhere else.
Well, because that's that's what people know. They know that instead of New Jersey. But yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring up this one thing you shared with me earlier. Let me bring this up.
What?
Is it, the most embarrassing stuff on live TV.
Oh yeah, this has been
it's true.
My feed constantly. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you have a lot of black. I see what you're saying. There's a lot of black.
Yeah,
every clip here is black.
My entire feed turned into Black Twitter, where I'm getting all these World Star type videos, and then all these media events that are 106 in Park or BT Awards or and it's constant. My whole timeline just shifted.
Yeah, I think sports maybe because you follow sports stuff, so that kind of falls in that area.
Basketball stuff.
Yeah, then you know what? If you're following basketball stuff, you're gonna be getting fed a lot of that. Yeah, most embarrassing stuff. By the way, this right here, this first top one, this ended this guy's career. Just because he had a little embarrassing intro, it ended his wrestling career. Look this. Check this out. This was enough to end his career in wrestling. Yeah, I think it's a Royal Rumble or something. As soon as he comes in,
is the sound on?
Oh yeah, I can't play the sound because it's WWE, but he trips up.
Shit!
That was the end of his career, just for that little moment. That's all it takes.
That was unscripted.
Unscripted. He was supposed to. I mean, he's trying to get in there. This is he trips.
Yeah, that's really embarrassing.
Yep. Obviously, Will Smith. That one's.
Well, you know what? It's live.
Yeah. It is live, so that's a thing. But what was the ones you shared with me? Yeah, this one is fucking hilarious.
I shared 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, this one I loved. I did clip it out.
The guy who jumps across the stage, his name's Miguel.
Oh, okay. I think. All right. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have that one.
That one was really good because everyone
one's
was
fucking
like
good.
just using gifs of pro wrestlers.
This one's really good.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to confuse words. And so I even asked them, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God. Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And
Yeah, it's
people
funny how
say it
she's.
so-
I feel like she's agreeing that you look like a pup. Like her shaking her head is like her agreeing that you look like a Muppet. That's my favorite part about this. It's like
Seems like she's really trying not to laugh, but then
people say it so much, sometimes I start to confuse words.
I mean, this one it relates because she got called a Muppet too. That's what I kept thinking. I was like, did you get called a Muppet?
they all kind of look like Muppets.
Real life story. I one time was like, it was an ex girlfriend. I one time was joking. I was like, she made some face, and I was like, you look like a Muppet. She got so offended. She got so offended that I called her a Muppet. I think women take it really personally when you call them Muppets.
I mean,
Like,
I feel like
it's-
anybody would.
I mean, it was like a joke. It was like I don't know. You got your mouth open, like you look like a Muppet. You know, like it kind of said, like, what's that Muppet look? And then you got
Or
so
like
angry.
Pac-Man a little bit.
She's like, you compared me to a Muppet, and I was like, that's not such a bad thing. Come on, but I guess it is. I guess it is. Turns out it's a bad thing. This one was kind of embarrassing too. Here you go. Let's see. Yeah, this is just taking the race back, like generation here. Let's just take it back.
He got props.
Even though you're all alone.
That's exactly the song I would expect to be played to. Some kind of soulful song. Yeah, wow. They're like, who's these people giving them watermelon on stage? That's racist.
No,
right?
they
bring
planned
it
this,
out?
I think. Yeah. Because they're
bring
trying
it
to like
out?
do a sexy song, and I guess like eating the watermelon is supposed to be like eating the crowd's pussy or something.
Interesting. It doesn't look like that.
No, I mean it just
Don't look like that.
It just looks like some really weird like UHF fucking skit.
Oh yeah, Rosie Perez. This one's good. This one is good. This one, I loved it. I love this.
Comments, those racist comments, do not help.
It'll come back too.
You kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
No.
you know,
There's more jobs to be.
She realized
they
like a
always
minute
say
after.
But
They don't-
Latinos are not only the
no,
only people
I didn't mean
doing
it like that. Come on. No,
Comments, those racist comments, do not
Here we
help.
go. One more time.
and if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump? In the sense that,
She looks so fucking weird.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind the brother. He's kind of cool. What's his name? The other Osborne.
I don't know, something Osborne.
He's got like he does like ghost stuff. He hangs out with Jamie Kennedy. Sounds cool.
He's
not bad.
Do you
Kinda
have
like
the,
his- Kind of like him.
the Miguel one? Because that shit single-handedly ruined his career.
Oh, the one where he falls down or something.
No, he like tries to jump across the stage.
I didn't know
and
who that was.
Totally,
I was like, I don't know
fucking
who this
dismantles
is.
this little white girl, and she ended up going to the hospital. She had a concussion, and she sued him for a ton of money. And then he got blackballed. His career was like done. Nobody wanted to book him for live shows and stuff.
Weird. Oh, that sucks.
He was actually not bad. Some of his music was like pretty good.
That definitely sucks though to like hit that. I mean, that can happen.
And everyone was like so confused. Like, why did he do that? Like,
I think this is it.
it's not something you can rehearse either. He like totally went off script and just.
He almost like killed this fucking girl. Jesus Christ! Almost fucking fell on her head. Holy shit! Holy shit! He actually like does hurt this girl. She like
No, she had a
watch this.
concussion.
Yeah, dude, that was a fucking like a leg drop, like
You know
a
what the
wrestling
weird
leg
thing
drop,
is?
like a really good one. It was like a really good
Yeah, a lot
leg
of
drop.
people were licking Hulk Hogan gifts.
I mean, it's better than Hulk Hogan's. Hulk Hogan's was terrible. That's the funny thing about like when those wrestlers are like at their height, no one gives a shit how fake their shit looks. Like no one cared how fake Hulk Hogan looked, or like Stone Cold when he'd like stomp them in the corner, how it just looks so fake, but no one gave a shit because it was Stone Cold. This is fucking real. That's funny. He's a good singer too.
Yeah, no,
I guess-
some of his music was not that bad. But the funny thing is, like, he goes and hugs this old woman that was next to her, thinking that's the woman that he jumped on.
No,
You know, she's like falling over on the ground.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, I've seen that happen in like sports or something where like the kid gets hit with something and then they like go like rush over to him or something, give him a jersey or some bullshit. Can't do that with this. What do you give him your fucking blazer or something? Give him your white blazer. I don't know what you do here. All right, let me see. Get into things. Oh yeah. This softcore porn video game. What do you think about that? It's just the image I sent you there. Looked pretty sexual. Based off of real shit too. This anime character, take a look. Yeah, the Stellar Blade. It's got some controversy. Basically, here we go. Stellar Blade's main character draws unfair criticisms to some outlets that value some criticism over this female protagonist. These certain game developers or gamer fans, they can't accept a hot character. I don't know. I accept a hot character. What do you think? Do you remember Tomb Raider? Remember Tomb Raider? People liked Tomb Raider because she was hot. That's why they liked it. You know what I'm talking about with that?
What's that other one where they made like a Final Fantasy? No, not Final Fantasy.
But I feel like Final Fantasy might have had some hot characters.
Tia?
I don't. Is it Bayonetta?
I don't know. I don't really play those type of games.
I think that's who it is. That I don't know a lot of game. I realized I don't know a lot of game stuff. But people like games. I don't know. I wish I could like games. I realized I wish I could get into games. It's hard for me to do it. I feel bad playing video games. Like that was like when we were playing WoW. It's like you always feel like, oh, I could be doing something else that's probably, even though probably whatever you do else isn't any better.
WoW is fucked up where it tricks you into thinking you're like accomplishing stuff, especially early on.
Yeah.
Where I thought I could
definitely
sell my account for money.
I think
I was like doing all this twinking stuff, thinking I could sell my account for like $1,000 or some shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you could have at one point, I think, and then that kind of got shut down. There was a point where I think
remember like all the Chinese gold farming stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think they're not. They're not allowed to play anymore. Like it's shut down in China. They're not allowed to play.
I think there was like 3 to 4 people who just died from blood clots because they were in these like internet cafes every day without sleep, just drinking like energy drink stuff nonstop, and they pretty much had like seizures or aneurysms and stuff and fucking heart attacks.
Nice. Real fans right there. Real Warcraft fans.
Yeah, can you imagine like if I'm an employer, it's like that, I want to hire that guy.
Yeah, that's a fan. Here we go. IGN, they made a statement. They're getting all this shit. They got in trouble for making this statement because it turned out to be offensive, which is funny. What they were saying is Eve, this character from Stellar Blade, I guess that's the main character, is just bland. A doll sexualized by someone who has never seen a woman. Which here's the interesting fact about this. Here's the interesting fact. So the character was modeled after this Korean model. So it is actually a representation of a woman because the body is fully a representation of her. The face looks different, but you could see the body shape completely in the model. And then also the main artist developer was this girl who
I doubt it.
apparently this is the wife of the creator. This is his wife, and she was a visual effects artist on the whole thing, which seems crazy because
I don't know. This feels like it's made up.
I mean, and also here is the Korean model who got chosen.
South Korean, right?
Oh yeah, they don't do North Koreans. They're not even
The
allowed.
North Korean version is probably like in some, I don't know, like
I have to say,
Raggedy Ann outfit.
I'm
in the
not
middle of
crazy
the
about
field.
Asian women, but this one's pretty good. I'll say that. I kind of see what's going on there. Ain't bad there. Shin Jae-un or whatever her name is here. Not bad. I guess Korean women are a little different. I don't know. Maybe they got a little bustier thing going on there. I don't know.
Well, a lot of Asians in general are into plastic surgery to change their nose, and also a lot of them like to change their eyelids to where there's less like skin over the top of the eyelid,
Yeah, they'll do that surgery. I know.
so their eyes look bigger, almost like an anime character.
It's like it's called something. It's like a lid. It's what is it? I know it's an Asian lid thing.
I don't know. It's sort of like a cleft palate or something.
No, it's called it has a name. Oh, it's called a double eyelid because they have double eyelids. That's just typically
It's
what
sort of
they
like
have.
like getting circumcised.
And then they get no, they want the double eyelid. They have this. It's called a monolid. A monolid is what they often have, and they'll get surgery to have the double eyelid. Is like kind of what we have. It's weird. It's weird that they decide to do this. Here is what I'm talking about. Found it. Isn't that weird? This is a strange thing. It's a strange surgery. Like, I don't think they look bad to begin with. I don't mind it. I guess I don't know. The mono eyelid is a
You
little
do look
weird.
a little kind of downsy.
I mean, it's a little weird when you think about it, but like, I don't think it looks bad. But they apparently get
I
these
gotta say
surgeries to have it.
like there's no. It's not like getting a breast implant where there's like obvious scars all over the fucking place. It looks pretty clean.
It's a weird thing to do though. It's
You
like
know what
I
it
don't know
reminds
if
me
it's
of?
like
There's like all these
I don't know if
ads.
it's any better or
that
worse.
Sometimes real late. You know, say like you fall asleep and the TV's still running, where they take
You know
the
what? I
like
guess I do
loose
see it.
skin on your neck and somehow like inject it or like make it tighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like that like turkey neck gobble kind of thing. Gobbler.
I mean, I could see it with the guy more.
Gizzard.
It is a little more attractive. I could see it here. It's a little more attractive to
gizzard.
have this. It opens up your eye a little bit. I don't know. I guess I can see it. It's a little crazy to do, but
But also, like, if you just lose weight on your overall body, it'll also affect your face too. You know?
oh yeah, yeah. And there's these people chewing this little stress ball thing to get a stronger jaw. Have you ever seen ads for that? That's a new thing
No,
too.
but I've heard of
So we have weak jaws in America.
it's called like mewing, where
Yeah, that's
you
it. Yeah, yeah.
put your tongue at the very top of your jaw and like suck your face in and hold it all the time.
We have weak jaws, man. I think there's a truth to that. We have weak jaws in America because all the food is now like everyone's eating like a McDonald's burger that's just like basically mush. You know, like
Well, that's what I was talking about
That's
with
part
like
of
the
it.
chin stuff. Like people are trying to reduce their chin fat.
yeah, because they have no chin because they're eating fucking mush all day. They're eating chicken nuggets that are like have no resistance in your mouth.
Ugh,
So
yeah, I've never been a chicken nugget fan.
no, chicken nuggets are gross, man. It's like those are gross. Like I never gotten
Also,
how
there was
people
like
like
this
those.
weird thing where like one company had like white meat and the other company had like gray meat or some shit.
It's like pink slime or something. Pink. Remember the pink
No,
slime?
that's for the burgers. I'm talking
oh,
the
that was the
nuggets.
burgers. Yeah,
For
yeah,
the
yeah.
nuggets, it was like McDonald's had like white meat nuggets, and then Burger King had like gray meat nuggets or something.
Oh, I mean, I think any food from any of these places are safe to say you probably shouldn't like put in your body. Like
I saw
ever.
some other thing too
Probably
where
not a good move.
they created this like hybrid of turkey and chicken for all their chicken
Have, like,
nuggets
a
and
bigger-
stuff to
bigger
get like
breast.
more bulk out
Yeah.
of the meat,
Yeah, I think KFC did that.
and that's why the meat became discolored because
Oh, that's so gross.
they were like crossbreeding somehow.
It's scary. Here we go. IGN France. They're the ones who made the statement. They backpedaled after writing off the
By the
seller
way, I
grade.
might have COVID for like the 6th time right now.
Jesus Christ, really?
I'm not going to go get tested, but
No, they say
never
not
know.
even doesn't matter anymore. They say if you don't have symptoms, it doesn't matter. But I guess you have symptoms. You're coughing.
yeah, for the last 3 days, it's been like
No, you might not have COVID. It could be something else. Oh yeah. By the way, the face.
that's
was
the
taken
funny thing
in-house.
though is like nobody cares anymore. You know, like we fucking had that lockdown, and now it's like yeah, don't even bother. Just come.
Oh
in.
yeah, no one cares. No one cares. It's
No,
all
no
fun
one
now.
cares. It's like they encourage it. They like want me to cough on them just to see.
Yeah, we're not allowed to take off now if you have
That's the new
COVID.
COVID test now.
You
It's
just
just
come
you
in.
like have to cough in the face of somebody.
Yeah,
You cough in
that's
the
the
face
test.
of your employer.
See if they die. IGN apologized after Stellar Blade. Oh, Boyd. Developer Shift Corporation for describing the game's protagonist as a sexualized doll made by someone you would think has never seen a woman. It's always nice to say. The design of the game, particularly its characters, highlights an obvious bias. Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, if you're gonna play as this character, like, I mean, I remember that with WoW. Speaking of that, I didn't mind playing with the female character because I'd
Wait,
rather
wasn't
look at the female character all the time.
Ghost in the Shell kind of like this?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I think a lot of.
And they did
I
that
think a lot of
fucking
things are
weird
based off.
whitewash version with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are based off of Akira and Ghost in the Shell and these like early,
Yeah, fucking Akira. That movie's
kind of
weird.
like these early anime. I think there's. I follow this Twitter account called Retro Anime, and they always kind of release some cool like little gifs of old, kind of like early '90s anime. And there's a lot of cool shit. That's like when it was looking
Akira
nice.
was
It actually
definitely,
like,
one
looks
of those
nice when you
movies
see it.
where I was like in school for animation, and I did not like anime at all. And then they show us that, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck!" You know, this is
Yeah, I think like
pretty good.
Akira, Ghost in the Shell, I think the Studio Ghibli stuffs are all for people who don't like anime. They'll actually appreciate that. That's I mean, because I don't like
Well, there's
anime, but I've
there's
always liked
two
that shit.
forms of anime. There's like the weird, gory, fucked up shit, and then like the really cutesy, like everyone's in school, like for elementary school or high school or
Pokemon.
No, I mean like in the shows, they're like in school.
Oh, yeah, like high school. Well, that's
And they're
because
all like wearing.
that's
you
like
know,
the sexual
like
fantasy of these
Japanese
fucking
schoolgirl
fucked up
outfit.
Japanese
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
That's because they can't watch porn without censored on their tits. So that's why they have to have this
No,
like
not-
creepy ass
Their,
shit.
their vaginas are all blurred out.
Their outlet is
Which
now
that's
just
so
diminished.
fucking weird. Like to me, that's like worse than actually showing it because you.
Yeah, no, it's
make
fucking
these, like,
weird.
Fucking strange complexes where if they
Yeah,
actually experience it, is like I've never seen any of this before. I've only seen like a weird blurred out version.
It's
It
kind of
makes you
crazy.
wonder, like when they have sex initially, does the
Are they
blur?
shocked?
No, does the blur like still transfer
Maybe
over?
the blur turns them. Maybe the no blur like gets them
like
less
they're
turned on.
having sex for the first time, but it's still like
I think they probably get our
visually
porn
blurred
too.
out in their membrane.
I'm sure they've seen our porn. I'm sure most of them skip over their porn and watch our porn.
I don't know.
There you
They
go.
might have to get like a VPN or some kind
This
of
is
dark
pretty
web
sexualized there.
shit to
There's
get
Eve.
around it.
But oh yeah, they IGN issued apology. Oh, this is kind of cool, monster. They issued apology recently. IGN France, fucking Frenchmen, produced and published a preview of Stellar Blade containing an offensive passage that should never been kept. This is what IGN said. The text now has been edited, and here's an official apology to the Shift Up Corporation studio staff. Okay, I guess they're officially apologizing. You know what I have to say? I appreciate a retraction. I like a retraction. Remember, there used to be newspapers just do retractions. Now you don't ever see retractions on the news. That's like gone. Used to be like there'd be the next day's paper like, oh, our story was a little wrong. Here's like the correction. Like, yeah, they don't do that on MSNBC, NBC, or Fox News or any of that shit. Like, they don't do that shit. Oh, I can hear that COVID cough.
Yeah, I try to do it
hear
away
that
from
shit.
the computer, but it's it's involuntary, so it's hard to control.
But that wasn't it. There's all these kind of woke gamers saying that if you like this game, that you're just a conservative. I really don't get these people are fucking crazy. Here's this guy Khalif Adams, which I wish my name was Khalif. I'd get more popularity just for being.
I mean, you can always change it.
I should say my name's Khalif, right? Here's Khalif.
No, I mean legally you can change it.
Yeah, I should change it online and be like, I should not show my face and everyone just think I'm black because my name's Khalif.
The bastion of conservative gaming, the bastion of keeping the wokes mad is Stellar Blade right now. Stellar Blade is the game of the year because there's a shiny titty and a almost a medium ass. It's not even a great ass. It's a medium ass. It's not even that big.
It is a medium ass.
The bastion of conservative gaming.
Think of
the
that?
bastion.
I don't think I find that offensive. That you feel like isn't that offensive that you think someone's hot because they have to have a big ass? Am I right? Isn't that offensive? I don't think big asses are good. They look like diapers when someone's got a big ass. Looks like you're wearing a diaper. I think I like a smaller or medium ass that's good than some, I don't know, big ass. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me a Muppet. I don't know.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet?
Oh my God.
I really don't understand. Like,
I'm gonna clear this up for her.
No one. I mean,
I'll clear it up for her. You don't look like a Muppet, all right? Like you look like.
I couldn't believe like how well everyone.
You don't need to
did
ask
not
anyone.
Laughing.
I mean, everyone who you're gonna ask can jokingly say you look like a Muppet. That's what's gonna happen. Is like they're just gonna give you some shit.
That
That's what I would do.
motherfucker from Sister and Sister had to like move her hair away
Oh,
to get a
that's
better
her.
look. It's like, do you look like a Muppet? Let me
She's
see.
like, yeah. And then the fat girl was like shaking her head. Yes, you do kind of look like a Muppet. I really honestly like. I'm looking at her. I don't see how she could even think she looks like a Muppet. I don't know.
Well, apparently every single like thing she was releasing at the time, all the comments are like, "You look like a Muppet, bitch."
Well, of course, she's gonna
Muppet,
get all that.
Kermit, Miss Piggy.
I would love for the Muppets to recreate that clip. That'd be so great. Like the Muppets actually do it. That'd be great. And oh yeah, here's some gameplay. Just gonna put this in the background here. Some gameplay on Stellar Blade here. Stellar Blade
Speaking
gameplay.
of like forgotten shows, Stella, man, that shit came and went so fast.
Yeah, I keep every so often on Reddit, I'll see like forgotten shows that like are so good, and that comes up. Yeah, that was fucking really good.
Yeah,
that show was great.
Busey,
That's something I should get clips of Stella because
at least
it was good.
one.
Well, also there was these before Stella was a TV show. They had a bunch of YouTube, like they had YouTube. I don't think it was even on YouTube. I think it was on their site. Remember they had like short films, like they'd go to North Pole and like suck Santa's dick or something. I remember that was one clip. Like they had a lot of shit.
Actually, I have a weird memory attached to Stella where we were buying some shit from people that Doug knew at Wegmans, and we were in like a van.
No. That wasn't Doug.
Went down in the basement, and they're
That
all
was my
watching
friends from
Stella at
college.
the time. I was like,
That was
holy
my friends
shit!
from
Like,
college.
look, man, like other people who like Stella, and then
that was my friends from college. That was my friends from college from Long Island, and me and Tom showed them Stella, and then they got into it. They were actually like,
but they lived right outside of Freehold.
No, they had a family member that was in Freehold, so they visited them in the van because the one guy who owned the van was like this pothead guy. I forget his name, but yeah, they were the one people I ever met in college that, like, if they lived in our area, they would have completely been like our friends, like, which is I think a strange thing, but they would have totally been like in our group, which is like a weird finding.
What was very relevant to that time period was the people smoking incense, and that Wawa across the highway was where everyone was buying that incense shit the like fake weed incense stuff that people were
Right.
smoking. I forget the name of it. It was like something in a number.
K2.
K2, yeah. But then there was like studies of like people fucking ODing on it and
Yeah,
shit.
having really bad experiences with it.
There was also around the same time of bath salts.
Yeah.
And
But you know what's the
all
weirder
that
thing about
zombie shit. And do you remember when
You know what's
all
the
these
weirder thing
fucking
about that, man?
clown, like weird
That-
clown motherfuckers were coming around like randomly?
Here's the weirder thing about that bath salts thing. That guy who, had the bath salt zombie thing, he had nothing in his system. He wasn't on K2. He wasn't on bath salts. That's the creepy part. He might have had some weird parasite that made him do it. It's happened to other people.
Schizophrenic.
Here's a boss fight,
You know,
by
you
the
can
way.
you can be a schizo and it doesn't happen like from birth. You know, it could
be.
just
Yeah, it's usually around your
develop
20s.
later on in life. And also, I've
Could
heard
be.
people say like they take a certain drug and they turn into a schizo.
By the way, this gameplay is actually pretty cool. Besides from
Yeah,
her
it
looking
looks sort
hot.
of like Resident
like-
Evil
Yeah.
mixed
Besides
with
from that, I kind of like the.
like Bloodborne or some shit.
But like, I'd rather have
Pretty
like me.
gory.
I'm not a shooter guy, but I'd rather have a character that's got a sword. I don't know. To me, it like is kind of funner.
Yeah, like Skyrim.
Like honestly, this is like Skyrim, except you got some hot Asian girl.
No, this is like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, actually, it sounds pretty good. Like, I'm seeing like the gameplay looks pretty good to me. Oh, she does have a gun too. Cool. Yeah, no, this actually looks pretty cool. I know that only the demo is out, but I like the look of everything. I don't know. I kind of like the look a lot. Got this weird like alien mixed with H.P. Lovecraft kind of Cthulhu looking creatures here.
Yeah.
I mind it. I mean, I'm not a gamer.
Halo had some of that shit. Remember the Flood?
Yeah, you know what? I had a
The
coworker.
Flood were like a mix of zombies and Cthulhu motherfuckers.
I have a coworker that says the Halo show is good. I don't know.
Might be. I don't understand how that
I don't know.
franchise botched that release, and it took so long to fucking come up with anything. I mean,
Hey, it's only good it did, man. That's the only reason we have District 9 is because that shit did not come out.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that
we didn't
movie's
have.
fucking good.
Well, but that's another thing. It's like, but again, that's a good thing. It's like everyone's like,
What do
oh,
you
I
think
wish
of
there was a
his other
sequel.
stuff, though, like that shit with Matt Damon,
Yeah, that wasn't good though.
Elysium.
Nah, Chappie from those people.
Yeah, Chappie with
the
which is
Diant
basically
word.
like a really long Diant word video.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Whatever happened to them?
Oh well, they got canceled.
For what?
For Ninja, I think it was kind of like hooking up with younger girls, but then also the Danny Brown situation with Diant word.
What's
Remember that?
No.
Oh man, hold on. I think this warrants a clip here. It's a whole thing, man. There's a whole story with this. Danny Brown, who's on Tom Segura's podcast and told this whole story. But that's, by the way, that's
Isn't he
still
trying to do stand up?
I don't know. I don't know what Danny Brown's trying to do. I think he's still doing music. I'm not really quite
Yeah,
sure.
no, he came out with Scaring the Hose with J-Pug Mafia, which was pretty good.
But he had this
But
whole fucking story, which is
I thought
fucking
there was a stretch
crazy
where
story.
He like stopped doing drugs and he tried to get into stand up.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it makes sense that
And he had a
that he
talk
knows.
show, and then I
Yeah,
thought
and
he
he
had
knows
a,
Tom Segura,
Adult
Burt
Swim
Kreischer.
kind of thing.
But this story's fucking crazy with him with Diant Word, and I do like Diant Word. Don't get me wrong, I do love Diant Word.
Yeah,
So.
didn't you see them live?
No, I was going to see them live. I had tickets to see them live April 1st of 2020. And so you know what happened around that time. Didn't get to see Diant Word. Got refunded though, but
Have a crazy Paris story.
You did?
Yeah.
With a fan?
No, Diant word.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah. Ninja.
You guys went out?
No, the nigga was sitting on my lap trying to make out with me.
What?
And it freaked me out. Yeah, it did.
Where were you?
In Paris.
But I mean, where in Paris?
In a nightclub. I played a show, and then my DJ had an after party that he played. Yeah, this nigga. And he tried to put it on you with Yolandi, like, you know what I'm saying? My bitch right here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was a single experimenting man at the time, but he was too aggressive.
Yeah,
the nigga, bro. So I was like, he sat on my lap and started like trying to kiss me and shit and doing weird shit. I'm like, man, you tripping. And then everybody looking at me like, So I'm like, fuck. And then I just got stressed out and I got drunk as fuck. And then I tried to walk down these stairs at the club and I fell down them.
Oh no.
And then my clothes were all dirty. I was wearing all white.
This motherfucker right here?
Yeah. Ninja tried to fuck me. I'm sorry. I guess. And I was scared.
Damn.
In Paris.
That's-
So I think maybe
That's quite a look he has.
they've been getting canceled a lot lately.
Well, yeah, I see the allegations of a hate crime is one of
they've been doing a lot of weird shit, but he always throw Yolandi on you. I think that's how he been fucking niggas.
Yeah.
He be getting niggas throwing her on up. God damn it. Why are you talking about?
Are they a couple?
Fuck them though. Fuck them. I could have canceled cuz. Me too. Me too. I was sexually assaulted by Ninja. I stand by that. He know it. He know I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Mad niggas can, but yeah, I remember getting drunk as fuck, falling down some because I was just like, I think my brain was rattled because I really do like Yolandi. I'm like, man. So I was rattled about my situation. Like, man, should I really try this?
Highly
I mean, it might be a story. It might be a good thing. I mean, sometimes I do shit for the story. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to see this nigga.
Say?
Despite how weird she looks, you could tell like if she looked somewhat
good.
normal, she'd be pretty good.
But that's what's good about it. I'd rather have some weird fucking weirdo chick like that. So I don't know. That's even better. It's even better.
Naked. I don't want to be in a room.
Yeah.
With this nigga. No, I definitely don't want to be in a room with this nigga naked. No time. Unless it's prison. And we going through registry. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want
That's the only way me and this nigga being
old.
naked together, dog. And I really thought of, but I got so mad because like, man,
He
I
is
do want
old.
to
Both are old.
Where's he from?
South Africa.
This is South African dude? Watkin
That's
Tudor
why I
Jones.
answered the question.
Shouts
like
out
he
to
was asking
Diane
me.
Work.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said I answered the question like he was asking me.
Yeah. And he is old too. I remember he tried to get to rap. Like he tried to get into rap really early and
He
it didn't
looks
work
like
out.
he's
This is like his.
50.
Yeah. No, I think he probably is. He's not young.
That's creepy.
But yeah, he is creepy.
That's somebody's grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Big shouts.
I could have me too that nigga, man.
Yeah. Big shout out to the guy that tried to assault me.
Bro. And you know the fucked up part? This is the fucked up part. He hit me up. Because Diane or whatever, I was playing the show in Paris. He hit me up in the DMs like, I'm gonna come to your show. Whatever. And I'm like, man, you want me to put you on a list? He's like, don't worry about it. I'll find you. And I'm like, okay. That was weird. That was like one red flag.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing my show, and the crowd surfed to the stage to me. Like, I didn't never see him or nothing. Next thing I know, I just see a person just being crowd, and it was him. And he crowd surfed to the stage. I'm like,
He got on stage.
that was a cool ass entrance. I'm
Okay.
like, this nigga lit. And so it was like, whatever, boom. And he's like, man, we got this party, whatever. Come to this party. Whatever. I'm like, all right. I go to the party and shit. Soon we get to the party, this nigga sit on my lap and start kissing on my neck and shit. I'm like, that would have been a fight. It should have been a fight. But I'm in Paris.
Yeah.
Who want to be in a Parisian jail?
Yeah.
Motherfucker speaking French like, nigga. You know what jail is like for me in Paris? It's gonna be crazy.
Crazy.
Like, so I'm
Crazy.
shell shocked. Like, this nigga's really, is he doing this?
That's-
And then I'm looking at my DJ, and the look on his face is like horrified. He's
Yeah.
like, and then, but it looked like I'm down with it. So
Yeah.
he's like, nigga, so like he's trying to like mind his own business. But I'm like, nigga, because I didn't want to push the nigga, like throw the nigga up off me type shit. But I'm like, nigga, I ain't really like that. But like, man, we got, and guess what he said again? I was like, he's like, what hotel you staying at? Whatever the fuck. I'm like, man, I don't know. Don't worry, I'll find you.
He said that
it again in my face. He said it in the DMs, and then he said it again in my face. That's what started making me pound drinks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might have to stab this nigga tonight.
Yeah.
Because this nigga knock on my hotel room door, bro. I'm stabbing the shit, and it's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a thing.
What do you think about that? I get this vibe though that he ain't telling the whole truth. I get this vibe he didn't mind so much, Danny Brown. I'll say
he kind of like could have avoided the situation a little bit better.
yeah, you think he'd be like, I think you could.
I feel like part of him was like leading him on in
someone's kissing your neck,
hopes that
you'd
it
be like,
might
"Hey,
benefit him in a way or something.
what
Or
the
he was
fuck?"
trying to fuck the other girl.
I think you could say like, "Hey,
girl.
I'm not into that," and he would probably stop. That's what I would. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of weird. Kind of weird, but a good clip. And a weird thing with the Dantword. But Dantword's good, man. Ninja's good, man. Ninja directs all his videos. They're all really fucking weird. I like his shit.
He says
about,
he
like-
directs them. Who knows?
Talk about like surrealist cinema. I feel like he kind of comes into that. But again, I think they're done, man. You're not going to see any more Dantword videos. They're done.
Yeah, the guy from Dantword and then Pablo Picasso and
He does that Chris Cunningham type
Salvador
vibe.
Dali. They're all in the same.
Because I know like Dantword Ninja loves what's his name? That DJ guy with Chris Cunningham videos.
Aphex Twin?
Aphex Twin. Yeah. He loves Aphex Twin because he's got Aphex Twin in his video. Guy with the Aphex Twin mask and it says God on his sweatshirt. I know he's like huge into Aphex Twin. And Aphex Twin is fucking good, so I do get that one.
It's
That
interesting.
one does make sense.
There's like this new wave of Aphex Twin fans from TikTok.
Really? Well, no.
Yeah.
TikTok is. No, I could see that because TikTok, you're able to use a lot of clips and
But they
stuff.
don't. I don't know if they actually listen to any of the music. They just use it for the clips and stuff.
I have to say, man, I do find good shit on TikTok. TikTok is pretty good.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's all about the algorithms.
Yeah, once it finds like what you like, it kind of keeps pushing you shit you like. So I do find good shit, like retards and Down syndrome people. I get tons of it now.
Yeah,
Like, I go on
I
there.
gotta say, TikTok's got some pretty refined algorithms.
That's a
Instagram is lacking.
Yeah, they need to get up on their Down syndrome type clips. I need more Down syndrome people on Instagram. They don't understand that that's what I want to see when I'm on the internet. That's what I want to see. I want to see people doing. I want to see Down syndrome kids that they were given a phone, and then they make videos.
You and
That's what I want.
Crispin Glover.
Yeah,
Crispin
the clowns
Glover
of the universe.
did this
Right?
weird ass movie where it was
Clowns
like
of the universe.
very abstract, almost like El Topo shit with Down syndrome people. You should check it out. I don't know the name of
sounds
it,
good.
but that's enough of a Google search where you'll probably pull it up.
Yeah, I mean, he was always a good weirdo, man. Fuck,
Yeah,
he's in that one.
Apparently, he took
He's in a
bunch
Jason
of
movie.
acid and went on Letterman and almost kicked him in the face.
It's awesome.
I think he was promoting this movie called Rear's Edge about some kid getting like murdered in high school, which is sort of like pre Twin Peaks stuff.
Oh, but we also before that, man, we got the iconic Crispin Glover dance from Halloween, the final chapter, 1984. I think that's Halloween 5, maybe 4, I don't know. But brilliant clip. This is how you know he's.
Would you care to dance? It's good. Oh, good.
Don't ask me to stay. Don't think you got it made, no. You 'cause you can't make it anymore. I know what
He's got to be trolling right now.
Yeah, I kind of think he's completely trolling.
I think he's like aware like this movie's fucking shit. The director's an idiot, and he's just gonna fuck it all up.
Hey, how come you turned that off?
Yeah, I think they're smoking weed or something in it before that scene.
The
And
Mike
that's kinda
Supplies
part
has
of
got
it.
a new logo.
It's got a new logo. It looks vintage, man. It looks kind of cool. Got some vintage looking thing there.
It looks like a Boards of Canada album cover or something a little bit.
That's a good band, man. That's a good band. Oh, okay. Back to us. This is actually Mix Ixaplex might
They're
know about this.
Canadian.
He likes this. He likes his. I know he likes it. I think Mix Ixaplex likes DC stuff. I don't know if he likes Marvel, but
Is it
Fantastic
one
Four
or the
news.
other? Like, are there people who swear
Yeah.
off one? It's almost like political in a way. It's like
It's almost like political. Yeah, yeah.
you either are for this affiliation or you're not. And if you're
Yeah, I mean,
not,
I would always
you're
say
fucking dead to me.
I myself was more of a Marvel person. I always but that might be because of X-Men. I always thought like Marvel was cooler because X-Men and they're a little more like weirder and cosmic. But some people like Superman, Batman, so they're the DC people. You know, I always liked X-Men and Spider-Man. Like to me, that's
Well, I think I started out
they're
DC
cooler.
because that's all that really existed. You know, Superman, Batman stuff, and then
Yeah.
I became Marvel because they're almost like in reaction to all this soft-serve pussy ass shit they were spitting out.
I agree with this. Superman does suck. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't mind. I don't mind
it
a
does suck,
Batman.
but I don't mind that one movie with
Christopher Reeve.
No, I was gonna say the one where
Because that movie's good. Dude.
General Zod is played by that
Christopher
psycho
Reeve.
guy
You got
Force
Marlon
Awakens.
Brando. Yeah,
No,
you got
no.
General Zod,
The guy from
Henry
Boardwalk
Cavill.
Empire and
Yeah, Michael Shannon.
yeah, that one's actually not that bad.
Yeah, looking back, not really, but
And I like
not
that
the
his
tone I
mom
like
is
the
played
Superman.
by
The tone of the first Christopher Reeve movie with Superman is like perfect. I just don't think
I
you
like
could
that his
recreate
mom
it.
is played by Diane Lane because she's a huge fucking MILF. Like she's
I don't think it's Diane Lane. Diane Lane, I don't think. Is it Diane Lane?
I don't know who plays
Oh,
the
it must
mom.
be. Yeah, you might be right.
There's-
You're all right. Yeah, definite MILF right there.
Yeah, she
Definite
was
MILF.
really hot. She is in this movie that's Francis Ford Coppola did called Rummelfish with
Yeah, that's
Matt
the
Dillon. And speaking of
that's
Muppets,
the writer from
I always thought
writer of The Outsiders.
Matt Dillon looked like a fucking huge Muppet.
Was it S.E. Hinton? Is that the writer of The Outsiders? S.E. Hinton? Am I wrong on this? Am I right? S.E. Hinton. Yeah. She also wrote Rumblefish. She did the greaser type stuff. That was her little thing there.
Pony Boy, stay gold.
Yeah, I always liked her shit. Not bad. But yeah, the Marvels. So after the Marvels, which was a complete bomb, you're gonna decide to do another gender swap because that's what everyone wants, right? Everyone wants more female. I really don't understand what they're trying to do. It's like you didn't learn your lesson, huh? Like you didn't learn your lesson. It's like a little kid who can't learn his lesson. Come back and do the same shit over again.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Because we just got an announcement of the new Silver Surfer. It's going to be another gender swap. It is Julia Gardner is going to play the Silver Surfer, which, by the way, the Silver Surfer was always a cool character. Regardless of, I didn't know enough about this as a kid, but I always thought it was a cool looking character. You know, like the silvery shit. I always thought it was like an ice character. As a little kid, I thought it was like an ice charter. I didn't know it was like
to me it looked like a mix
metallic.
of Captain Planet and a tube of toothpaste.
I don't know. I never knew about any of the origins of the character, but I just liked how it looked. That's all I can say. Is I remember that. Like I liked how it looked. I had no clue about anything other than that.
Played that part in the Fantastic Four movie.
No, they do a whole Silver Surfer movie.
No, he was just in one of the.
In it?
He's in the Fantastic Four franchise with Jessica Alba and a bunch of random motherfuckers that I never heard of.
No, they did a whole dude. They did a.
There's like
they
the
did a whole
bald
movie.
guy from The Shield, which was some popular cop show. And
Hold on. It's Doug
Chris
Jones.
Evans, and then the Elastic guy was like some complete fucking useless piece of shit that you've never heard of.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Actually, I don't mind the Elastic guy. That guy's not bad. Reed Richards, Ian Gruftoff, he's all right.
What do you mean? What the fuck else is he in?
I feel like I've seen him in Star Trek.
Oh, I don't know that.
I'm trying to think. Like, I think I've seen him in other things, but they did a whole Rise of the Silver Surfer movie from Fantastic Four. I think this was like the end of it.
Are Doug
is this?
Jones and Stan Lee getting put ahead of Michael Chiklis, who's actually one of the fucking four?
Well, Doug Jones, I do like, man. Pan's Labyrinth guy. Pan's Labyrinth, Pan, the guy who always works with Guillermo. I like Doug Jones.
Yeah, I like Pan's Labyrinth.
He's a weird fucking makeup guy. He's like super skinny. But yeah, I didn't remember this, man.
He looks like a dehydrated version of the Oppenheimer guy.
Yeah, who's the Muppet now?
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God.
I look like a Muppet.
I like the way it ends. It's like that, like fake. Oh my God! Like I'm really worried.
Honestly,
about
man,
you.
the best part of this for me is
You're
how
a
I
fucking
can.
clown.
I remember like calling my girlfriend a Muppet, but just as a joke, and she got so offended. Like it's still like that makes me laugh so much that like that's what
Well,
offended her.
thanks for sharing that because I will
Calling her
make sure
Muppet.
to never ever call anyone a Muppet.
Yeah,
What's
women
worse?
do not like being called a Muppet.
Is calling somebody a cunt worse than a Muppet?
To me, it's a term of endearment. If I'm calling you a
That
Muppet,
feels
it's like a
like
term of endearment.
Like some kind of man on the street social experiment we need to do. You know,
You would think so, right?
cunt or Muppet.
Julia Garner from the Ozarks is going to join Marvel Studios, the MCU, as Shala Ball, the version
Wait,
of
did
Silver
you say
Surfer.
MCU?
MCU. Yeah, you like that? That's I didn't make that up.
I wasn't sure if that was intentional or an accident.
No, that's what people say. That's a joke on Marvel these days. Joke on Marvel these days. I don't know who came up with it, but whoever did, it's a good little bit.
Whoever did, they should have licensed that shit, copyrighted it, and printed up a whole bunch of shirts.
I mean, I know channels that
bumper
call it all the time.
stickers.
That. I mean, I learned that from
Yeah,
Nerd
that
Product.
bumper sticker, by the way, that you caught.
Yeah,
is
that bumper sticker is fucking
crazy.
nuts, man.
The weirdest bumper sticker I ever saw was somebody.
If I
who
was
had
fucking
their-
black,
their
I'd be so
bumper
pissed
sticker
at
was
that,
like
too.
something wolf, and then the back of their car was a giant face of a wolf. But that doesn't that is like so tame compared to that shit. That's like
Yeah, I mean, I'll just tell you, I saw a bumper sticker that said "nigga back up," and it was it was on a black person's car. But I was thinking like, wow,
it didn't have like a little like logo decal thing with it.
no, it was just like plain letters, plain letters on a black bumper sticker that said "nigga back up," which I get it. You know, you want anyone riding you, but I mean, if I was black, I'd be so offended by that. I mean, I was offended at that. Like,
I guess that's
if I was a black person, I would never use that word. That's all I would say. I would be so offended by that word. I'd be
guess
one of
that's
those
the,
black people.
That's the black version of Baby on Board.
I guess so. I guess. Oh yeah. Speaking of
You
that,
know how they have that little thing where it's like a bunch of little stick figures and it shows your whole family.
oh, that's creepy too, man. I think I would never want anyone to know any information about my family from the back of my car. I would like not want that. I don't want some stranger to know how many family members I have, how many kids I have. I think that's like the creepiest shit. You know, like I would absolutely not want that. I don't want anyone to know. If I had kids, I wouldn't want any of these pedophiles behind me to know I have kids in the car.
No, yeah. If I had kids, I do not want
no
to share
fucking
their
way.
stuff all over the internet, so a bunch of weirdo motherfuckers have access and can come across it.
Yeah, or like these people that put the signs on their front yard. Tommy's graduating the 5th grade. You know, now they fucking know how old he is, and they're gonna fucking come to their
That's how
house.
fucked up Reddit is. There's
I
accounts.
don't fucking want to ever tell anyone
There's
that.
accounts that follow like Olivia Rodrigo and these
Sure.
Disney people, and they just count down the days that they turn 18, and then
Yeah, it's creepy. I remember that with the Olsen twins.
and then
Remember
once
that?
they turn
It was like a countdown on Howard
once they
Stern.
turn 18, it's like the floodgates are open. It's like all this fucking new content's pouring out.
Yeah, remember that was like kind of funny at first, and then it got creepy as fuck. That's what kind of happened. It was. I mean, I remember Howard Stern had this countdown for the Olsen twins turning 18.
Oh yeah.
And then you look back at it, how creepy that is. Like, yeah, it's fucking creepy.
I saw not one but several examples of people who they got tattoos of the date the Olsen twins become legal.
Oh, then that
It's almost
bad
like-
baby.
Like,
Hey,
you've
give
seen
her
Memento
credit.
before, right?
Yeah, that bad baby
It-
girl.
it'd
As
be
soon as she
like,
turned
instead of,
18,
Like
she had all her.
tattooing useful information like your social security number or
Oh, yeah,
home
like
address
Memento.
or phone number. That's what they went to.
But then that bad baby girl who turned 18 and then she started an OnlyFans and got all this money. But
Bad baby.
But then you had to know that all those photos that she's posting are like probably a year old. So
That's the
minor right there.
um.
Like she was ready for it day one.
What
All
the
the
fuck
photos
is-
come up.
Who's the guy who did shit with Oprah and then got his like spin off?
Montel?
No, it's like Doctor something.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, yeah. She was actually pretty cute.
No, I do think she's pretty attractive.
For
Even
like
then,
a really
I
ghetto
get it.
ass.
I get it.
Wigger.
Don't get me wrong, I get it, but a little creepy too.
And some of her music is not that bad. She gets
Well, I think because she had like some rapper that was making the beats, right?
no,
Fucking
she
Chief Keef or something.
got like some decent production on some of her shit.
Oh, it makes sense,
listened to
man.
it
She had the money to pay for it.
going into it thinking like it was gonna be a joke, and then like a few weeks later, it's like, damn, this shit is actually not that bad. Because she's smart enough. No, well, like, or the people who handle her are smart enough to let the beat ride, and then she contributes as little as possible to it, and it's pretty fucking good. Here, like, hold on, I'll share something real quick.
Yeah, sure, something there. Exclusive here, with the 4 actors set to play the iconic members of the Super Team and the Marvel's Fantastic Four. This is another thing that so if you're a fan of Marvel, the comics, they love the Fantastic Four. That's kind of, I mean, I know that. I'm not some comic nerd. I don't know a lot of this stuff. What do you think I am? Watching Star Trek or something? I'm not but I do like Star Trek. But
Like, I don't know what this beat is. It seems like it's like a trailer for a longer track, but it's fucking good. Like, this beat is really fucking good. It's like 55 seconds long.
let me see if I can get into it, and then I'll kind of.
Oh shit! It's hard for me to share it.
No, I got it.
On the live because I have to go to like.
I got it. I found it.
But she was not that bad looking. She's definitely
No,
like,
I mean, I get it.
Ghetto as
I find
fuck.
her attractive, but but she's also like, she ain't that good. But she reminds me of I mean, her name Danielle Brigoli. She's a I mean, I guess maybe we're from New Jersey, so we got these Italian girls that she reminds me of that. Some like kind of Italian girl from New Jersey that's trying to be black. That's like not
or Staten Island
an
or Long
uncommon thing
Island
here.
or Jersey City.
It's a very common thing in this area, is what I would say. So it is attractive. Not a girl I would probably ever
But she's
be
got some
with.
big ass titties too.
Here we go. Here's Bad Barbie.
Money kicked up, think I hit a bricks truck. Cuban link tuck, that's gonna make my jeans bust. Count it, count it, count it, count it. Really heavy shit.
Yeah, someone told her what to do here. I can tell you that.
Keep that enough, really getting hard to count it. Count it, count it, count it,
Beat's fucking good.
count it.
Yeah, the beat's good. The flow's good
Really
too.
heavy shit.
Someone told her this.
Check the balance. And keep that enough, really getting hard to count it. Ballin' crazy, yeah. Whisper cost me 80, yeah. What? House be shady, plotting on me, tryna play me, yeah. 10 bands, get a whole knocked out. Knock it off, bitch.
All relates to the Silver Surfer. That's what I'm gonna say. It all relates to the Silver Surfer. It all comes back around.
Oh yeah, because the motherfucker from fuck, what's that Jordan Peele horror movie?
Get Out.
Yeah, that gets memed out a ton on Black Twitter. Yeah, I feel like
Black Twitter.
I don't know what's
You're
going
part of
on,
Black
but
Twitter
like, I
now.
feel like
You're part
the
of Black
last
Twitter.
like 3 days,
You're now part of it.
I've just been like clockwork origin all this Black Twitter content. I don't know. I feel like I can maybe sign up for like some double CAP fucking card or some kind of
NCAA,
shit, you
yeah,
know?
AAP, yeah. Go to Howard. You might get accepted to Howard University. You know about that, right?
Yeah, that
Howard
reminds me of
it's like the blacks.
What's that fucking Tom Green college movie? Shit, Road Trip.
Oh
where
yeah.
the nerdy
Oh yeah,
white
they go to
guy
Howard,
has
right? They go to
sex
Howard.
with the big fat black girl.
Oh yeah. Dude, that was a good movie for the times.
Yeah,
you know they
it
don't
is,
make any.
'cause
They don't make any college
it like
movies,
knows
man.
what it knows what it's trying to do, and it does it well.
It's funny, man. I feel like there was all these college movies from that era and it was funny. It was like right before we were going to college. You had this misconception about college as a kid when you saw those movies, but not accurate.
I gotta like I want to revisit the boner comedy stuff that we did and expand upon it, because
sure, yeah,
a lot of those movies are I don't know. I gotta say, like boner comedies, as much as
Well,
you
I'm
think
doing
it's
a
like
whole.
joke, there's a lot
know
of
we're not
fucked
doing-
up weird shit going on underneath. You know,
I know
like
we're not
all
doing
the
Tuesdays
subplots
anymore.
are like horrible abortions or like
Oh yeah,
fucked up weird pedophilia. Like on the surface, it's like a big joke movie, but then you dig deeper into the plot lines, it's like some horrific stuff's happening.
yeah. And I know we're not doing Tuesdays anymore, but I'm gonna probably do a little horror podcast thing about obscure horror movies. That's what I think I'm gonna do on Tuesdays. I'll do like a little solo thing. I'm gonna have to research some obscure horror movies. It's gonna be my little what is it, passion project?
What,
would
like
call it?
Fubi stuff that doesn't even get released into theaters?
I mean, the first thing I thought of, because I've been wanting to see it, it's a Japanese horror movie called House from 1977.
Yeah,
and I want to kind of watch it.
It's some really
review
psychedelic shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really psychedelic. So I want to talk about some
I
weird
heard-
horror movies.
I heard that
I'm gonna call it Fright Finds.
His
Fright
daughter
Finds.
designed and came
Yeah.
up with the plot for the movie.
So
It's
that's
supposed to be
probably
like
the
this
first thing
really
to do.
weird, almost like adaptation of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to try to do. But all right, yeah, back to the gender swap Silver Surfer, because I do like this
I'll be
girl.
back.
She's good.
I gotta get some water.
All right, let me get into this. With the 4 actors set to play the iconic members of the super team, Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four. Now, as it says, on who will play the Silver Surfer? It looks like it's going to be one of the town's biggest rising stars. Interesting pick. She is good, Julia Garner. I'll say that. I do like her, and it's not a problem with that. But when you look at what's going on with Marvel, it's a shit show. Here's.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Oh, my dog's going crazy in the background here. But yeah, it is a little bit of a shit show going on here. But yeah, Deadline is reporting on this that Julia Gardner is going to play this, and I do like Julia Gardner. She's in Ozark, and I haven't seen a whole lot of this. But this is also coming off the heels of Bob Iger saying how, we're just not trying to make woke things. We're not trying to do woke decisions. And he even says, he says the word woke is being thrown around liberally. No pun intended, but I see what he's fucking trying to do there. Yeah, I mean, this is a good example of that. This is a very good example of that. Yeah, we got Julia Gardner is going to play Silver Surfer, which is fucking crazy. Vanessa Kirby, who I do like. She was really good in Napoleon, so... I mean, by all accounts, I don't mind this cast at all. Actually, I think the cast is good. Cast is real good. Julia Gardner, great in Ozark. I haven't seen the whole seasons or anything, but what I've seen, I like. She's probably like the standout. Like when I think of the show, I think of Jason Bateman. I think of her second, and then I guess is it Laura Linney, who's also good in the show. But she's a standout for sure. So I'd say like everything I've seen from her is good. Not a bad actress. I mean, that's the case, man, with all these things. That's the case right here. These people get thrown into things that probably are going to fail, but the same thing with a lot of these people here. I don't know. This could be a cool movie. That's all I was thinking about. It's going to be a retro type vibe here. You got Pedro Pascal, who's in everything. You got to throw Pedro. If you're making a movie, you got to throw Pedro Pascal in. So he's going to play Reed Richards. And again, like if you like old Marvel, they all love fucking Fantastic Four. That's like the first X-Men kind of thing. Is Fantastic Four. Like I have an affinity for X-Men that I think the old boomers have an affinity for Fantastic Four. So I think I understand what they like. Like I get it. It never hit me, but I get it. And I always liked I liked the Thing. As a kid, I always liked the Thing because he reminded me of like the Hulk mixed with like Beast from X-Men, kind of the same vibe of a character. So I kind of get it. But here we go. Pedro Pascal is going to play Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. That's kind of cool. Vanessa Kirby, fucking really good looking, super hot. I think she's a better looking Emma Stone. She's playing Sue Storm. There's a woman. She was in Napoleon. Very hot actress. I'm definitely into her. Joseph Quinn, who is from Stranger Things, the last season where he's the Metallica kid playing the guitar. I forget his name. He's playing Johnny Storm, Human Torch. It's the twin brother of Sue Storm. And Eben Moss Bachrach, cousin from what's it? That restaurant movie, The Bear. Great actor. So another good choice right there. He's a standout. He's a big standout of that show too, especially the new season. The season where he's this new season, season 2, where he has his whole episode, is probably the best episode of the season. That's what I thought, at least. I thought he was a big standout. Also, it's funny. I remember liking him in a little crappy FX show called Nosferatu. He was the dad on Nosferatu. And the new Spock guy was the vampire in that. That was a kind of a cool show. I have to say, if you want to watch a cool show that actually is better than you think, go check out Nosferatu. Not a bad show. You ever seen that, Love It, Sir? Here, I'll play the Nosferatu trailer for that. But Eben Moss Bachrach is in this. Not a bad show. I actually enjoyed it a lot.
I dreamt there was a man. He was involved in something. Daniel! Something bad.
Why'd you marry me? You clearly think I'm a...
Written by Joe Hill, Stephen King's son, by the way.
Chris, I think you're on the wrong.
I can't stand being under this roof with you.
I saw a bridge in the middle of the woods that was demolished years ago.
Where are you going?
Honestly, no.
Vic McQueen?
I need to take children to live an eternity in Christmas land. I'll do anything, Mr. Max.
The girl who finds lost things can find lost children. But we see you've been chosen?
Vic McQueen might threaten Christmas lands, but no one has ever been able to enter except me.
I'm the only one with the power to stop him. And I'm gonna burn Christmas Land to the ground.
What's happening to me?
She can't be far. Bad people ought to be punished. There's a nice list and a naughty list. And she's not on my naughty list.
Yeah, I would put this on one of my short lists of good TV shows that I think everyone's forgotten. It's one of those I would throw into there. But pretty cool show. Pretty cool. But yeah, Fantastic Four. We'll see. I could like it. I feel like I'm gonna like it. That's the vibe I get. I might like that. Might like it. Might not. Who knows? Who knows, right? I don't want to put that evil on anyone.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
We're back. We're back. No more bullshit.
Bullshit artist.
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 Bullshit
Bullshit
artist.
artist.
Bullshit artist.
You, sir, are a horseshit artist.
I call bullshit on that.
Bullshit artist.
Here we go. Back to Disney. Disney, man, it's fucking crazy. This is I was reading about this. They finally it only takes it takes about a year, then you actually find out the truth. That's what kind of happens. How we've now found out how Disney has lost about $300 million on the Indiana Jones franchise, The Dial of Destiny. 2023 was a really bad year for them. You can look it up. Awful fucking year. And Indiana Jones was the big example of that. The reported budget was about $300 million, which is fucking crazy. Crazy for this movie to fucking be made for $300 million. Like, it's offensive when you start to think about things. Start to think about good movies that have, made for so much less, and this is fucking $300 million fucking dollars. It only made $400 million worldwide. So, do the math.
It's over.
What was that? Yeah, the franchise is over. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're thinking here. The franchise has been over. All right? I mean, he's fucking 80. You're going to actually make him do another movie? He didn't want to do another movie.
Well, Shia LaBeouf fucked up. He could probably get him in the next one if he didn't.
Oh, they killed him off. Killed his character
He's
off.
like a fucking psycho.
They said how his character was killed off in the war. In this newest one, Mutt is dead. Mutt is dead.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf got caught up into that whole I need to be like some artistic weirdo, edgy motherfucker to be a good actor thing. And he's not a good actor. And he just ended up being an artistic fucking weirdo.
You don't think he's a good actor?
I mean, did I say artistic or autistic? I mean, I've seen Holes.
Paparazzi, Stop it now, Eddie. You're gonna
Paparazzi!
Stop it.
Paparazzi! That was real funny, huh?
It's funny. It's funny.
It wasn't.
Mom, can you
Yes,
pass
it
me the
was.
broccoli, please? Thank you.
Oh, not again.
There you go. I have
Well,
Horace
you
right
get to
there.
those clips fast.
Well, I can pull up some stuff very so often. Every so often I'm a little quick on the
was-
draw.
Yeah, that was some quick. That was like some
Quick on the draw.
Sam
Bring up-
Raimi type shit.
You bring up Shia LaBeouf, I'll get to it. But yeah, man, this fucking only made $400 million worldwide. Can you believe that? $400 million worldwide, and it was projected at $300 million budget. Really fucking bad. Really fucking bad.
I can
And
believe it.
it turns out it was even more. That's the thing, is it was even more. No one's accounting for marketing. That's a budget. That's a production budget. Here we go. Financial statements confirm Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was another $1 million Disney flop. Here it is. To the surprise of absolutely no one who's seen the film, I've seen the film and I get it.
Well,
I
no,
actually
you
was
see
on.
it. You fucking re-edited it all.
No, that was the other one. That was the one before it, which was way better. That's the crazy part. The other one was better. The really shitty Shia LaBeouf movie is better. It's a better movie. It's actually really not a bad movie, besides from like the last third of the
You
movie.
rather watch him swinging around with those monkeys than this shit?
Oh yeah, that's a better movie. I would definitely rather watch the one before this than this. It's better. This was like a fucking snooze. I mean, it's just you don't want to put like a fucking 8-year-old in a fucking chase scene. That's just not a smart move. To the surprise of absolutely no one.
For like training purposes, they had Shia LaBeouf just go to like a swing set in Harlem for like an hour.
Oh yeah. Ooh. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Talking about robbing targets over there.
That's quick talking.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did. Yeah.
Speaking of, I saw they're making a Planet of the
Apes movie. Oh yeah, we're living in it, right? Go
it's
to
gonna
fucking.
Be, I think
go to Atlanta. You're living in it, right?
It's gonna be
Jesus Christ.
What's his name?
Timothy
Chalamet
racist we just
in
got right there.
blackface.
Yeah, man, that was sad about that Dune. How it's getting. Dude, they need to wait 10 years. They need to wait 10 years on that movie.
On what?
It sucks. On the next Dune movie, wait 10 years.
Why? So everyone forgets about it and the momentum's.
I can't
really
say
lost?
because it's a spoiler, but it
gotta
actually
cash in
involves a
now.
plot. It involves a plot line. You have to wait 10 years because of plot.
Because
That's all I'll say.
George A. Martin's got to write it.
George R. R. Martin's got
That's
to
what's
wait
so
10
fucked
years to make it.
about that whole fucking franchise. Like they were making shit before he even finished it. Just
Yeah, he still hasn't
hoping
finished it.
that
It's been
fat
fucking
motherfucker
years.
Keel over. I think
it's been 3 years. Dude, I don't even know. It's been like
George R.
it might be
Martin's from
5
New
years.
Jersey.
He doesn't. I even read a report. He like doesn't care about Game of Thrones anymore. So he's kind of done with it. I don't think he even will finish it. He doesn't
I
care.
feel like I've seen some clips of George R. R. Martin talking about like the Giants or something related to New York sports or New Jersey.
Yeah, he's a Giant fan. He's a Giant fan.
Yeah, so he
but
knows
I
that
think
stuff.
I think he's like hoping he dies soon, so Neil Gaiman can just finish the Game of Thrones. I know he even said he's like, I'm gonna give it to Neil Gaiman to finish the series.
Can
It's
you
funny.
do that?
Just let
as
him
an
finish the
actor?
series.
Almost like a
That'd be
like
funny.
a pin.
I mean, it's too much work. He's probably like, just let this fucking faggot Neil Gaiman do it.
Yeah, this goth fag.
Yeah, let this Tim Burton fag, Danny Elfman fag do it. That's the vibe here. To surprise of no one.
Did Neil Gaiman come out after all that shit?
What do you mean?
I thought it was
No,
before
he's
that.
no, he's not gay.
No, I thought he was writing stuff before Tim Burton came around.
Probably, no, definitely, yeah, definitely. But I think he was with that fucking. He's with some girl who was
So then isn't
Dredson
Tim Burton
Dolls.
the Neil Gaiman fag?
I think it's kind of vice versa. I think they probably both like each other. I'm sure Tim Burton likes Neil Gaiman. Is all I would say. I'm sure they like each other.
But I thought Sandman came out before like Edward Scissorhands, and he stole the concept art from it.
Probably. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, Sandman's early 90s. So,
if
but
you look at
Edward
Sandman,
Scissorhands
and
early
you look at
90s.
Edward Scissorhands, it's like the same fucking character.
Hold
just
on. Though.
One has scissor hands.
Did both steal it from The Cure, though? That's the question. Did both steal it from The Cure?
Probably, but who cares? Those fucking Chinese farmers are gonna jump out a suicide fucking window anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna happen regardless.
It's
But I
just-
think they both stole it from The Cure.
You gotta put yourself in their positions. Like when you're jumping out that window, you're hoping the net isn't there. You know.
I couldn't.
How
love
embarrassing!
it more.
Imagine like what's worse, like getting fired and having to pack yourself up and go home, or jumping out of a window into a suicide net and then having to do the walk of shame back into the building. It's like, yeah, I just tried to kill myself, but I'll be back tomorrow.
Well, I think it just
Come
shows
in.
you the difference of areas there. Little difference
By
of
the way, it
areas.
was so awkward. They put all her shit on this like
Oh, you had a fire
little,
today.
like like a little plastic like shipping, like something you would move shipping containers around. They
Right.
put all her shit on it and then like wheeled it out of the office. It was so fucking embarrassing. And then they did it at 4:55. So it was like, okay, we're gonna fire this bitch.
Yeah.
Let's do it at the very last minute of the very last day of the week and hope no one notices.
Yeah, that's bad.
Everyone
I mean,
knows.
the least you can do is do it like after work. That's what
It
you should
wasn't
do.
after work. It was like just before everybody left.
Oh
which
well,
was
dude,
even
my
worse
company
because
we had
everyone
someone
was
get
like
fired.
getting ready to leave, and then as they were leaving, they did it. It was like, oh my god! Like,
Yeah,
read the
we had
room.
someone. We had our company.
Wait
We
10
did
minutes.
it. We did it at 2:00. The moment the guy got back from lunch, they fucking fired him, and it was like, that's even worse because it was like middle of the fucking day.
I mean,
No.
if I'm getting fired, I'd rather they just like email me or call me Monday morning, so I don't even show up,
No, or do it at the end of the day, where it's
and
like
then I'll just like come
completely
in and
done.
pick up my stuff later on or something. Like I don't want it to be this big fucking ordeal because you didn't know how to handle it. Because it was so awkward. Everyone was like, well, obviously everyone was already on edge because
Yeah, it
of the
makes it
fucking
uncomfortable for everyone.
earthquake
It's not-
shit.
It's not smart. Not smart
I
to
would
do.
say like firing somebody the day of an earthquake is not a good idea.
You also shouldn't do it on a Friday. That's too obvious.
It is obvious, but you don't want to do it on a Monday.
Do it on a
because then-
fucking Wednesday. Why not? Do it on a Monday. Friday, that's a little douchey. But also, I guess they're doing it at the beginning of the month. Well, maybe they'll give them a severance package for like 2 weeks or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Part of me
But,
was thinking like, this is an example for all you motherfuckers how to act during an earthquake.
Yeah.
If we get another earthquake, you better act accordingly.
Right. And to surprise no one, this abysmal sequel, a new financial filling by Disney, has revealed that rather than being anywhere in the neighborhood of what anyone would expect to call a success, last year's Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, complete piece of shit,
It's
was
so
the latest
sad.
entry in
I
there.
feel like every Harrison Ford clip I see is just him either feeling really like bitter about having to keep doing stuff or tired and old and sick of having to do it. It's just not a good way to go out.
No, it's
like
a terrible
the
way to go out.
athlete who was like averaging 30 and 10 for his whole career, and then they're averaging like 10 points and 5 rebounds, and that's how everyone remembers them.
Well, that's why, I think I would be like Gene Hackman or like Jack Nicholson, where you go out before it. I'd rather go out before it, it's all
but I feel
fucking
like
dried up.
Jack Nicholson and Bruce Willis and all them, they're not, and Robert De Niro, they're not working because they don't want to. It's because they have like some underlying physical ailment. That's
But then I know like Harrison Ford, he did that 1812 show, which is like a prequel to Yellowstone that people really liked. So is he done? Probably not. Just he's not getting good shit. I mean, as an older actor, you don't get good shit.
Never heard of it.
He's got to work. I mean, you never seen Yellowstone? I never saw it either, but
No, you said 1812.
yeah, it's a prequel to Yellowstone. I think it's on Paramount or something. Paramount Plus. Some boomer shit right there. If you're a boomer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're a boomer, you love 1812 or 1923. You love both those shows. It's like an obligation. Yeah, it's an obligation. But what's going on here?
I'm like a fake Zoomer.
Fake Zoomer. Okay, you got Moon
Foomer.
Boots on from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I'm just some pathetic Foomer.
Yeah, Foomer. What's going on here? What did Forbes
Or a
say? Yeah,
gooner.
Forbes reported on this.
What the fuck was Jason
Losing my
about
track and everything.
Goomers. Or no, what was it?
Yeah, Goomers. That's probably
Yeah,
the next one.
Goomers.
Goomers.
We don't hire Goomers. That's
Yeah,
a
we
real
don't hire-
fucking sign. Not only have I seen that image of it, like that's been used more than once. That's how bad it's gotten. It's like we can't hire people who are going to be like addicted to porn all day and not work.
Right. Well, hey, nice outfit, right? I got a clip for that. Actually. Made me think. Well, Goomer. I think when you said Goomer, I thought of Goober, and I could say nice outfit, Goober.
Oh shit! I forgot about this video.
Pre 9/11.
It's funny. The Indiana Jones thing is still up there in the video. I mean, come on, lady. You're fucking like.
I don't really want you taking a picture of her butt.
Excuse me, old
man. Are you taking a picture of her?
Excuse me?
Are you taking a picture of her?
I'm videotaping her, yeah.
Well,
You have a problem with that?
Yes, I do.
Why are you doing it in public? I can't videotape?
You can't videotape her butt.
I can videotape her.
Well, try. Videotape her crotch.
Excuse me?
You don't have to videotape.
You're the one thinking the thoughts. I didn't say do that or think
right
that.
there.
I'm shooting from this angle. That's my business. I'm in public. I'll do whatever the hell I want. Shut up. Do you? Do you? Who the hell are you?
Don't worry about who the fuck I am. I'm right in the middle of your shit, so what the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, goober. Let go of my camera, goober. Let go of my camera, goober.
Get that out of my face.
Don't touch my camera, goober.
Get that out of my fucking
I don't think so. I'll leave it right there, goober. All right, goober. Nice outfit, too.
Yeah, you wish you could work as fuck as hard as I can.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
You're not getting shot.
I'll see whatever I want.
Oh,
Just roll it on my foot.
Hey, man, chill out, dude.
Fucking Goober.
It's so analyzed. Like, why does everyone in the
Don't
clip
touch
sound
me.
southern?
Don't touch me,
Like,
dude.
I can
Don't
videotape
touch
her.
me. Just ran over my foot. That's why you got dropped.
And, you know, it's funny. So he said, like, you wish you could
You're
wear
a punk,
this outfit. I don't think anyone has ever wished they wore that fucking outfit.
No,
What
it's
is
an
some
embarrassing
shit, like,
outfit.
you get into like cycling really hard or exercising, and you
Yeah.
end up wearing that shit, and then a couple weeks
It's
later, you
embarrassing.
look in the mirror and like, oh my god, I look like a fucking faggot.
Yeah, look like a fucking Goober. I can
Dude, don't you
videotape
remember in
her.
Millstone, we used to have like those cyclists.
Oh yeah, I see them all the time.
I
They're
really
terrible.
like. There was part of me
Terrible.
where I just want to say like, fuck it, I don't care about my life. I'm gonna just sideswipe like 5 of these people and just cause a whole.
Oh, I would never do that,
cause a
but I
whole
always,
scene. You'll see me
I
on the
always
news
give them the
tomorrow.
finger. I always like flip them off every time I see a fucking trail of bikers. Like,
Yeah, bike faggot.
it gives me joy. And like, I like to, I'll unload my, I'll unzip my window there.
But
and,
also, the weird thing
give
going
the
on in
finger
this
out
whole
all the
clip
bikers.
is
I love
you
it.
have like the young Southern girl doing gymnastics, but then you have like her mom character, and then the
Well, you can
grandmother.
videotape her.
It's almost like 3 generations of Karens in one
I can
clip.
videotape her. No, I know what you mean. Well, speaking of which, well, not really, but I gotta get back to where was I at? Yeah, the film last year released in June last year. They digitally de-aged Harrison Ford, which fuck, he's gross looking, so why not, right? I mean, who's that? That Ally McBeal's got to deal with that, right? She's got to deal with that Harrison Ford cock each day.
Did they get the same people for The Irishman?
No, I don't think so. It came at a cost, by the way, that just to do that de-aging was $79 million. $100 million spent on that little part. The whole movie, by the way, was ended up costing about $387 million. And plus, you got to talk about there was $150 million of marketing into that right there. Isn't that fucking nuts? Now, we're talking about like almost $500 million spent on this whole movie, and it only ended up making $400 million. A little less. It was like 387.
Whew. Hopefully, you can
387.
somehow
Crazy.
salvage it with like a tax write-off or some loophole.
No, they didn't, man. It ends up just being a fucking
there
wash.
is. Don't you remember that fucking that midget fucking show reboot they did, and they got it out of any possible rerun syndication shit, and they got money back for canceling it. Willow,
I remember
yeah,
that.
the Willow shit.
Yeah. They got a little money back, but not much.
Yeah, but
It
you
was
know
more
how
like
bad
they would.
it is? Like, it's so fucking bad that you rather get like some weird tax break than people ever see it again.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That
they
is
pretty
true.
much said like, okay, this will be completely gone from viewing for everybody, just so we can save like $20,000.
Yeah.
Look, this is.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, but also like, you know, in the end, this movie lost about $300 million. Like overall, it lost $300 million fucking dollars. That's crazy. And I was doing the math on this. You know, let's say you had that $300 million, you can make six $50 million movies. You know, that's a lot. That's a lot of money to even give a $50 million. Like that's a lot of money to give a budget to.
Wow, I was
a small
surprised how
indie
many
film. That's a lot.
downloads this clip got.
That's a lot. And then even like look at this. Like this guy. I mean, this is a good clip. I mean, I kept thinking about when I thought about that loss.
They're like so butthurt about Aquaman 3 not coming out.
Like when I thought about the losses of this movie, I instantly
Thank you
thought
so
about this clip where this guy is saying like, imagine if you made these movies. Like here you go.
Thank you so much. A lot about how many people passed on this movie and discussing it, and I worry that sometimes sounds vindictive, and I don't want to be vindictive. I'm not a vindictive person anymore. I've worked very hard to not be vindictive anymore. And it's more a plea.
Yeah,
it's a plea to acknowledge and recognize that there are so many people out there who want the opportunity that I was given. And this is I understand that I only got 6 seconds, please. I understand that this is a risk-averse industry. I get it. But $200 million movies are also a risk, you know, and it doesn't always work out, but you take the risk anyway. And instead of making one $200 million movie, try making 20 $10 million movies or 50, right? 50 $4 million movies. Like you can. There are so many people. I just feel so much joy being here. I mean, I felt so much joy making this movie.
Even like. I was looking at just the Ghostbusters movie. It was made for $75 million. So within that budget of what you lost, $300 million, you could have made 4 $75 million movies.
Or She-Hulk. Wasn't the budget for that?
Oh, that was like fucking
crazy.
Like, that was like $100 million an episode for no reason.
I guess 90 mil went to Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, probably just for him to be there, do coke on set. Yeah. I mean, how much coke can you get Mark Ruffalo, right? Yeah, I give him a lot of coke. A couple kilos, right? I mean, I don't blame him, right? I'd be doing coke.
Did you watch
all the time.
all of Poor Things?
I watched all Poor Things, yes.
Really?
Terrible movie. Terrible movie.
The way
Terrible
you're talking
movie.
about it seemed like
I don't get how Dave liked it. I was
halfway through.
I'm honestly, I'm still shocked that Dave liked that movie. I don't see anything of value in that movie. And I like arty douchey movies. So it's like I like an arty douchey movie. I did not like that at all. I hated it.
I don't know. He likes weird shit, so maybe it was like.
But I like weird shit too. Like I love.
This is the guy who made Dogtooth. Let's not forget.
And I like Dogtooth. So don't get me wrong. I like Dogtooth, but I hated this movie. So where's the correlation here? Maybe it's because I'm an adult. Maybe I'm an adult.
The correlation is if you took Emily and City of Lost Children and made it have sex with
both movies so much better. Both movies so much better too.
Like
so much better. Emily is a great movie. Like that actually has a good plot.
Well, that's
It's a good
French. That's
story.
not Greek.
Yeah, but it has a good plot. But then the City of Lost Children, which doesn't have the greatest plot, still just looks cool, and the plot
Yeah,
is
that
kind of
movie
cool.
feels
Not like
like
this.
a bad dream.
I just totally got the vibes of the pedophilia shit, and in that whole Poor Things movie, I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't
I know
think
what you're trying to do.
It's pretty obvious. I don't think it's that hard to realize. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, fuck, you can do fucking 4 $75 million movies for this movie here. I would rather have 4 movies than this fucking.
Yeah,
shitty
wasn't
thing.
Indiana Jones just fuck some like 16-year-old mutant? You know.
I mean, to me, if you really want to make Indiana Jones thing again, why don't you just make a fucking cartoon? Do a cartoon.
No,
No, I think it's fine. Have him
be
be younger.
Jones female, and it's gonna be
That's today's age.
Woman from Animal House that fucked Harrison Ford. She's the new main character now, and not only does she not wear the hat, she's probably just gonna wear like some kind of weird like lederhosen, pantyhose type thing, you know, high waisted, cho jean type of thing.
Oh yeah,
You know, because you gotta support that fupa.
Yeah, you gotta get those in there, man. We all love cho jeans, unless if you get them as a gift. That's never that can be a little offensive.
I said no gag gifts, and Julie gave me chode jeans, and I almost killed myself.
What are chode jeans?
Chode jeans. They're jeans for a chode. Size 54 waist, 10-inch legs, fucking junk. Julie gave them to me.
It was just a joke.
I almost killed myself, Julie.
Russell.
No, but all seriousness,
Yeah,
I think
Steven Spielberg is a sick motherfucker.
Oh yeah, big creep.
No, like having
Big
that
creep.
clip be like heavily
Iconic.
rotated for little kids all across the world. That's some traumatic shit.
Yeah. But I truly do think if they made this as a cartoon and you had a voice actor that sounded like Indiana Jones,
Nobody
it could
wants
be
to
a
see
cool cartoon.
cartoons, man. That's not
Well,
the
'cause
way to
you
make money.
But you can't. No, I wouldn't make money. I would say do a TV show. Do a TV show with the Indiana Jones, the
only
Adventures
way
of
that's
Indiana
gonna make
Jones,
money if it's like some Spider-Verse shit, you know?
yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. Well, you gotta get black
Yeah,
people
it's the
involved. for that.
Spider-Verse.
You gotta get some black people. You know what? Not even just black
Okay,
people.
that's
You
what
gotta,
we need. We need black people getting in on Indiana Jones.
you gotta get black people that look like Muppets. though. Yeah, they gotta look like Muppets.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God.
The
I love
clip
the
is
laugh
so
reaction right
confusing
there.
because at first I can't tell if like they're serious about what she's talking about, and then they cut away
hope
to the
not.
bitch crying in the audience. Is like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on?
I hope not. Well, the best part is what's the Osborne girl? I think I like that the best. The racist comment she did. But she's man, did I fucking forget her? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I gotta say,
Rosa Perez
aged pretty well. She's still
aged pretty well. Aged pretty well. I agree with that.
People say black don't crack, but if you're Spanish, that ain't cracking that hard either.
Well, yeah, and also, you know what? I want to talk about this. You know, look at that Julia Gardner girl.
Venezuelan don't crack. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
That Julia Gardner girl, you know, getting thrown into Silver Surfer, getting thrown to the wolves of the nerds, you know, being complaining about her.
Julia Gardner?
Yeah, the girl from the Ozark. She's getting, you know, all this shit for the Silver Surfer
she
role.
looks like a Muppet.
But you know what? It's like they put these actresses into terrible positions. Like look at Beautiful Brie. You know, we got Beautiful Brie Larson, you know, and then we have Ravenous Rachel, Rachel Zegler, thrown at these positions of hate. These are excellent actresses. These are brilliant actresses thrown in positions of hate. She's the next one.
Really?
I mean, do you want Beautiful Brie to deal with this again? You want her in another Marvel movie? That sounds horrible. I want Brie Larson to realize how she's respected, she's
Well,
loved,
unless they're making room
Oscar
2.
winner.
Do you think they'll make room 2?
Maybe they'll make room 2. She gets kidnapped
Funny
again.
if they started, instead of like taking just bullshit sequels from like superhero franchises, they take like very serious, dramatic films and just make like some awful sequel out of it just to make money. Like fucking.
Oh, that's Hollywood. That sounds like Hollywood. That's Hollywood,
like
man.
Choice 3.
Dude, that's Hollywood right there.
So we didn't do that this time. Cast a guy in the movie. Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby.
It's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood for you right there. That's all the shit I got, by the way. Love it. That's all I got. All I got for tonight. That should be enough. Right? Come on, that's enough, right?
Yeah,
That's
I mean, I don't think we really have a
we got a big bench.
like a limitation on what a stream should be. You just whatever you got, we got.
Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah. We got that.
I honestly, I think I got fucking COVID again, man. This is fucking.
It sounds like you do.
Wovid. Sorry. Oh god, the Sentinels are out.
Well, you didn't get the Jackson 5, so
You know what? That's a clip we need. We need the clip from Matrix where all the Sentinels are coming on the ship. And
if you did, by the way, if you did have it, how many times would that be for you? I've only had it twice.
I think it's going to be around 4 to 5. I've tested positive 3. I've probably gotten it 2 to 3 other times without bothering.
I'm like,
test.
I got that Russian blood, so it's immune to me.
No, you said it. You said
no. I legitimately had no. I've had it twice, tested, and I have no issues from it. I'm like, I got that Eastern European blood that like.
Yeah,
I'm too close to China.
You got that Viking rapist blood.
No, it's like I'm too close to China. Like I'm an ally of China. Yeah, I have no issues of it. Hopefully, I mean, knock on wood, right?
No, don't. I don't like that expression because nothing's made of wood anymore, and we're just running out of shit to knock on. Now it's like
it's all still made of wood.
Knock
right?
on, some
fiberglass. Knock on fiberglass.
Yeah, like
right?
knock on like some.
Knock on
like paper and recyclables,
or like a felt kind of Muppet kind of character.
Particular person started saying I look like a Muppet, and people say it so much. Sometimes I start to believe it, and so I even asked them, I'm like, "Do I look like a Muppet?" Oh my god!
I feel like the beginning.
I can't get over that clip. I
feel like the beginning of the clip, they didn't think that she was serious about it. And then once they realized she was serious about it, I was like, oh my God, how do I not laugh at this shit?
The best part of this to me is I remember calling someone a Muppet as a joke. I thought it was a funny joke. It's not a funny joke to women. They don't like being called Muppets. Don't call your girlfriend a Muppet. I've learned from that. I had to say, like, no, you don't look like a Muppet at all. I was just fucking joking. I had to say that. I had to say that at the end of the whole thing. No, you don't look like a Muppet. I was just joking. Is that fucking crazy? Of course you don't look like you're a puppet. Like, I'm joking.
Yeah, we're coming out with WizardShack shirts next week. That's going to be one of them.
Yeah, you don't look like a Muppet. I'm joking. That's on the back of it. It's got WizardShack on the front. You don't look like a Muppet. I'm joking. It's on the back.
I'm gonna sink $20,000 into shirts that no one's gonna buy.
Yeah. Well, we're Wizard_Shack on Twitter, and that's where you'll find us.
Discord.
Lovitz is
We have a very active Discord.
Lovitz is very active in the Discord, so if you're gonna go on there, he's gonna be on there every day. He's gonna respond to every message you got.
No, but
he will. He'll respond to every message that's there. I'll tell you his email if you reach out to me. I'll give you his personal email. You could email him whenever you want. He will answer at all costs.
No. We actually had like a Patreons before that were active, and I didn't.
Well, you had a Patreon for the fantasy thing, right?
I don't think I fully set it up. I feel like it existed, but wasn't like actually able to accept payments. You gotta like put in banking information. Your like account and routing numbers and stuff. I don't think I went that far, but don't DM me anything and don't Discord me anything.
Right.
I will not respond. And I'm done.
All right. Later, guys. Thanks for coming out. Freight Finds will be on Tuesday. That will be the premiere of Freight Finds. I think Mixed Plugs, are you still here? You might be here. Thanks for coming out. Fan of the show. Ultimate fan. Perfect person from Canada. But hey, from Canada, you gotta be nice, right? That's their stereotype. Their stereotype is that they're nice. That's a great stereotype. Can there be a better stereotype? Best stereotype. Yeah, Fright Finds back on Tuesday. Wizard_Shack. I gotta watch some horror movies and prepare for Tuesday. That's my new goal of the weekend. I gotta do that. And I will. But I'll probably do it on like Tuesday night when procrastinate the whole time and never do it, and I don't know, feel like a fucking muppet or something.
Particular person started saying I look like a muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a muppet?